We are facing a balancing act as states reopen. One number this morning to give you an idea of what the nation may be facing this summer as more states restart their economies. In Texas, the statewide hospitalization rate has increased 42% since Memorial Day.
Two states, Utah and Oregon, are putting reopening plans on hold because of increases in cases. Other states, such as Texas and Arkansas, full steam ahead. This as the pandemic has now killed more than 114,000 of our countrymen. And as the CDC has just come out with new recommendations for Americans as many of us prepare to travel and socialize this summer.
In Yuma County, Arizona, where they are seeing a disturbing rise in cases there, officials are now urging all residents to strictly follow those new CDC guidelines, including wearing masks in public and avoiding crowds. For all of the very latest on this, let's go to ABC's Trevor Ault, who's right here in New York City with more on that. Trevor, good morning.
Well, Whit, good morning. To quote the CDC's Deputy Director of Infectious Diseases, we're not out of the woods yet. This past week, about 800 Americans died from COVID-19 every day, and the CDC's latest estimate says the American death toll from the virus could hit 140,000 people by the 4th of July.
Across America this morning, COVID-19 cases are on the rise in 22 states and Puerto Rico.
Some people don't know that the coronavirus is not gone, and they're treating it like it's gone.
And as protesters continue to crowd together and President Trump announces he's bringing back campaign rallies, the CDC has published new guidelines urging people to wear masks and saying the places with the highest risk are large in-person gatherings where attendees travel from outside the local area.
You can open up and help the economy by getting jobs back and doing things like that. But that doesn't mean that you walk around without a mask, that you jump into a crowd, that you stop washing your hands, that you stop doing the things that are important.
Dr. Anthony Fauci tells ABC a possible rise in cases could reveal itself in the next few weeks, but already in several states, the spread of the virus may be accelerating. In Oregon, after the state logged its single highest daily case total, the governor's now pausing the reopening process for a week.
This is essentially a statewide yellow light.
In neighboring Washington state, Yakima County accounts for just 3% of the population, but nearly half the new cases this week. And surprisingly, 50% of those confirmed cases are people under 40 years old. And while Texas is still pushing ahead with reopening, now allowing restaurants at 75% capacity, the state's hospitalization rate has jumped 42% since Memorial Day.
We have no way to slow it down or put any brakes on it.
South Carolina is seeing its own surge, now gaining new COVID-19 cases at twice the rate of the national average. The state has seen new record high case totals 3 of the last 5 days, though the governor has said lifted restrictions will not return. In Florida, while cases continue to climb, Miami beaches are expected to be packed for their first weekend back open. The same is true for casinos, some of them writing entirely new safety manuals to protect their guests.
But it's about slowly walking back in and making sure we create an environment that people can gradually take the steps to enjoy.
And in Los Angeles County, California, film and TV productions now have the green light to start back up.
And here in New York City, where the reopening process just started this past week, Governor Andrew Cuomo is celebrating a pretty remarkable turnaround for New York State. At one point, New York had the highest rate of infection per capita anywhere in the country and anywhere in the world. New York now has the lowest rate of transmission in America. Whit.
Certainly encouraging news there. Trevor Ault for us. Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.